Gemini, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for mid-August 2023. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we can dip our toes in the energy and see what's going on for the lovely Geminis. I hope you're all doing fabulous, my friends. Let's shuffle it up one time. See what we got for the Gemini collective here as we move on through August. My guides, talk to me. And yeah, we're going to take a real quick look at this first card, then we'll get into the full reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always interesting. But let's get it going here. Let's rock. Let's see what we got for Gemini, please. My God, it's been an interesting couple of weeks. Hey, we have a card that could represent you right here up in the front. We got this Queen of Swords energy showing up first and foremost, which I always find interesting, especially in an air sign reading. So we're going to have to talk about her. Lots of things, whether it's about feelings of yourself, self-confidence, or the classical archetypes of the card. Now, before we fully dive into that, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the August subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Let's talk about this Queen of Swords. Now, of course, this deck I'm using right here isn't a tarot deck, but whenever I see this queen figure, she reminds me of the Queen of Swords. Doesn't matter if you're male, female, or anything in between. It's an energy that might be affecting you in one way or another. So since this is an air sign reading, like I was alluding to a little earlier, there might be situations surrounding self-confidence, self-confidence, or how you view yourself when this card shows up. Maybe Spirit's saying like, hey, listen, lean into your power, take your power back, or lean into the positives that make you you. But aside from that, what do we think of with the Queen of Swords? She is honest, she is straightforward, she's strategic. There is no nonsense, no BS with this card. She's not taking any sort of crap from nothing or no one when this energy shows up. So maybe you're a little more stern than you normally are in this time, or maybe you need to be when the Queen of Swords is here. So it's going to be interesting to see if she shows up within the reading itself. But like I said, usually she's very just straightforward, honest, to the point, and does not mess around whatsoever. So that's an interesting way for us to start. It's like a little, I don't want to say harsher than what I've been seeing in other signs, but it is like to the point type of energy. So let's get into tarot. We'll see if she shows up. And yeah, I always say the first card, it doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a footnote, but something connecting to you or your self-perception could be very important. But yeah, I'm going to get you 3 of these in upright, then we'll get that intuitive juiciness going. So let's shuffle it up one time, see what we got for you this week, my Geminis. And while we do, let's talk about last week's reading, because it was an interesting one, which the energy could still bleed over from week to week. It was titled An Unexpected Win, which was very nice, because the week before that, the reading was titled A Big Problem. So it's like we've been having this little seesaw of energy in recent weeks for you, Gemini. So hopefully things haven't been too crazy for you. But an unexpected win is always welcome, right? So even if you didn't get one could still be coming down the pipeline. You know how energy goes. But let's get you 3 cards here. And yes, as I always say, only take this how it hits for you, right? Because we could be seeing your story or someone you're even connected to. Energy is very fluid, never set in stone. Let's get these 3 cards out. What do we got for Gemini, please? Thank you. Okay, we got more sword energy right here up front. So we got the 3 of Swords affecting the energy right off the jump. Someone might be in their feels a little bit here with this card. We'll talk about it though. Once again, that doesn't make or break the reading. Let's see what else we got. I'm sure you know what that card means if you watch tarot, but someone might be in their feelings a little bit with that card. Let's get you 2 more. And for anyone new here, I only read jumpers. That's why I'm doing this little shuffle. Okay, yeah, there might be a bounce back for some of you. We have this Fool card coming up right next to this 3 of Swords. Okay. A lot of you might be getting your groove back in some sort of way, or from the ashes type of energy, like something good might emerge. We'll see. Let's get you 1 more. I'm liking, oh yeah, we got the Knight of Cups on the back end. So yeah, Gemini, this reading is going to be a bit of a mixed bag, but I could already tell you it's going to be interesting and nuanced. We got the Knight of Cups right there on the back. So let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes, and we'll get that juicy intuitive stuff going. Now, at first look, first glance, we do have a mixture of different elements playing off of each other. We have air, we have fire, we have water. This could be all different areas of life. It could be separate things. It could be all one thing balled up into one. So we're going to have to see. We have a possible person. We have major arcana. We have 2 cards that represent the inner world. So for a lot of you, there could be a lot of intense feelings, emotions, and thoughts. But let's go through one by one, start to break this story down. In position number 1, we have one of the most iconic tarot cards in the whole entire deck. Even if you're brand spanking new to tarot, I'm sure you've seen this card a few times. It's a very popular logo or design piece. We have the 3 of Swords, the 3 swords cutting through the heart. Simplistic message here, but there's complexity in this card as well because it's on a scale. When we see this, it could be anything very minor from being a little gloomy. It could represent annoyed or annoyances with the 3 of Swords, or just like little minor feelings like anxiety, a little bit of nerves, but it could also be major, right? This could represent brokenheartedness, somebody who's like devastated, really hurting, really going through something. So there is that big spectrum that we're looking at with this card, but there is somebody who could be hurting in some sort of way or going through it, whether it is stress-induced or whether it is sad. The 3 of Swords is a challenge. This is a hurdle. This is something that we have to strive to get through and work through. We've all felt this a time or 2 or 10, right? So we're just going to see what this has to say when we clarify it, because it could be so many different things. But just to keep it simple, yeah, somebody could be really going through one when that card shows up. If not you, someone you're connected to. Now, when we get to the center, this is where we have that little switch of energy, like I said, like from the ashes, especially if because sometimes the 3 of Swords could represent an ending. This is a card of beginning. So you see, we have this card that could be endings into a brand new, fresh beginning. So for some of you, I did say you might feel like you're getting your groove back, your confidence back. You might be re-emerging. There might be a big change or shift coming in for a lot of people. I don't want to get too intuitive just yet, but the Fool card could represent an Aries. It's the protagonist of the tarot deck, so it goes through this whole fool's journey. So when we see this, I say it's lighthearted, it's happy, it's bounding off on a new journey, new direction. So this is usually a very claimable energy. However, there is a warning with this card about being too spontaneous. Notice the Fool is always about to jump off that cliff or bound off the cliff. So you want to make sure you don't do too many spontaneous things in this time. But this is a happy, optimistic energy coming up after this 3 of Swords. So for a lot of you, maybe there is a change of circumstance coming in. We'll just have to see when we get to the clarifiers. For some of you, it might just be an Aries you're connected to. Now, we have the Knight of Cups right here on the back, and let me try to straighten these cards out. It's not as easy as it looks, my friends. There we go. Fool right there in his little home. The Knight of Cups, once again, a very positive card on its face. You see this knight show up in a lot of love readings and romance readings. Doesn't just have to be that. Could represent a water sign you're connected to. So think Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. The Knight of Cups is a Prince Charming type of energy. It's smooth, it's silky, free-flowing, smooth talker, poetic type of energy. So this could be a very good possible connection. As with all water card court cards, it could represent the realm of romance, of love, deep emotional connection when we have this Knight of Cups. But if we're not talking romance and love, it's very positive and it's progress. This could also be communication. I always say the pages and the knights are messengers, they're communicators. So this could be some sort of talk that is had. We'll just have to see how it all plays out. But it could represent how you're feeling emotionally or something romantic coming in for a lot of you, or at least on the mind. So we're going to put this knight down right here. I want to dive deeper on all of it, Gemini. Let's jump in and clarify. All right, we're going to get a good shuffle here, my friends. Let's see what's going on here for the Geminis, please. And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that 3 of Swords. And if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages you want to give to Gemini, you could drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. All right, 3 of Swords. What's it doing here? Thank you. 10 of Pentacles. Okay. I'm getting this change, this shift. For some of you, yeah, this could be issues in regards to the home or household, living situation, or even family. I feel like this 3 of Swords doesn't technically have to be yours, but you might be experiencing frustration in those realms, like I said, or even money. When I get the 10 of Pentacles, this is a very happy, prosperous, bountiful type of energy. But what are the subnotes of it? We think of our living situation, we think of our family, those that we're very closely connected to, or money situations. So for some of you, you might be experiencing problems and situations in regards to that in this time. So just beware, there might be little frustrations and problems in regards to that. However, aside from that little warning about problems and issues, I feel like for a lot of you, it could start to stabilize and improve and get better, because emanating out of this Three of Swords, this pain or this problem, I keep getting this problem feeling. We have very positive cards emanating out of it. So whatever struggles you're going through or rough things you've been experiencing lately, you could have a lot of, once again, come ups, you could have a lot of level ups, and you could have a lot of rewards coming your way. We'll see how it plays out as we go out throughout the rest, but from this struggle is coming a lot of positive energy, okay? Even if you are experiencing frustration in those realms I was talking about, family, friends, work, money. So we're going to move in on that page, on the Fool card. We're not going to overcomplicate this. It is what it is. Let's see what's up with the Fool here. I want to see what this new beginning possibly is. And emanating from this Three of Swords, yeah, there's a lot of change for the better. So let's see what's going on there with that Fool. Quick, judgment, action. Wow. Yeah, this could be something that happens very suddenly with judgment here underneath the Fool. A lot of you really might, if not you, there could be someone you're connected to that makes like a very sudden action. Okay, or they just finally choose to go through with something and do it. Like, screw it, I'm not thinking about it no more, let's go, let's do it. With judgment underneath the Fool. These are both extremely powerful action cards. When we get judgment, it's explosive, it's also angelic. Sometimes this could be a card about making literal judgments. Like, all right, is this the right call? Like using your better judgment about something. But generally to me, it's change based, once again. So the main thing I'm feeling here emanating from this Three of Swords is, one, massive change, like very powerful change in a lot of areas of life. We could be talking your life's journey as a whole, or all the things we are already speaking about. But somebody, if there's been somebody who's been thinking about making a move of some sort, if there's somebody that's been thinking about something or planning something, they might actually really make some sort of big action here. All right, so fit that with whatever it is you're going through, whether it's romance, whether it's you and your plans. Now might be a time where you're like, okay, screw it, let's do it, let's make it happen. So it could be that sudden action or explosive action as well. I'm liking it. So those are the main three things we're feeling so far, Gemini. We're getting change, we're getting action. Okay, so let's see what's up with that Knight of Cups, pardon me. Then we'll do a quick recap before we get into the shadow card. Once again, on judgment, the Archangel Gabriel is depicted there. That's the communicator, that's the messenger. Okay, blowing that trumpet. Let's see what's going on with that Knight of Cups, though. Then we'll do our recap for the shadow card. Interesting stuff. Lots of change afoot for a lot of you in different areas of life. I could say that. Very serious change or powerful change. Yeah. And I'm getting this like releasing of the shackles in some sort of reason. We have the Four of Pentacles in reverse underneath this Knight of Cups. Like, I'm not holding back anymore. I'm not holding back anymore. Like, if you're going to talk to me, I'm going to give you my opinion. If there's something on my mind, I'm going to say it. A way I'm feeling, I'm going to speak it. So for a lot of you, this could be communication based. Yeah, sure. It could be an important talk of some sort. But when I get the Four of Pentacles, generally, this is a clamped down, immovable type of card. Somebody who's keeping something to themselves. In reverse, it's like, nah, let's go. Let's let it flow. Let's do it. So in regards to change, a lot of you could really be changing the way you think about things, the way you see things. You might become a little more go with the flow when we have this type of energy. But I've been feeling the action just like picking up steam. Like, I'm going to do it. We're going to make it happen type of energy. So I do like it. For a lot of you, if this is in regards to romance, this could easily be somebody moving towards you in that type of energy, okay, where they're going to make a move of some sort. So this could be someone, and I always use that phrase like, here they come or here it comes type of energy. It's showing up right here on the back end after somebody making a move. So this could be someone coming towards you, or you just getting into that go with the flow energy. Let's go through and do a quick recap. Lots of stuff happening here, Gemini. Then we'll get into the shadow card. But if you kindly look in the box, position number 1, we have the Three of Swords with the 10 of Pentacles. Like I said, emanating from this pain, we have lots of change and lots of good things coming in. But the Three of Swords with the 10 of Pentacles in the upright could be problems or frustrations with the living situation, family, money, stuff like that. But in regards, I feel like good solid energy grounding this energy down, so there could be change coming in, especially as we move over to the Fool card and Judgment. It doesn't get more action based than that, my friends. So I feel like for a lot of you, if there's something you've been thinking about doing, now would be a good time to make a move or take an action. There could be somebody that does something suddenly, right? Whether it is that action I was speaking about or whether it's a change. I did say there's a lot of change here all the way through. Moving to the back end, we have the Knight of Cups with the Four of Pentacles in reverse, dropping the shackles. Let's do it. Let's go with the flow. This could be somebody or a lot of energy coming towards you very quickly. Like, so someone could be moving towards you, at least energetically, in a very fast manner, especially when we see how this all builds up. So please take a screenshot of that, Gemini. I'm going to get you one shadow card real quick. Let's see what's in the shadows for Gemini. And yes, I always like to pull one shadow card at the very end. I feel like it's a nice thing to do. Put a little cherry on top here, whether it's a shadow within yourself, whether it is something you don't quite see. I'm using the Shadowland Tarot here for that purpose. And it's a good deck for that, right? It has some spooky imagery there, but we like it. So what's going on here? What's in the shadows for Gemini, please? Real quick. Thank you. All right, Queen of Wands, self-confidence, and I've been seeing that in a lot of signs this week as well. The Queen of Wands could just represent a fire sign. I know we had fire with the Fool there. So let's talk about it. We have her. So if you're not connected to a fire sign that has left a mark of some sort, the Queen of Wands to me is all about beauty, aesthetics, self-confidence. It's a very sexy type of energy. So for some of you, Spirit could be really asking you to like go down deep within. We did have a lot of cards revolving around the self. The very first card, now the very last card, those queens, that internal strength coming forward. So Spirit really might be asking you to be confident in yourself and be kind to yourself. That's a big thing I'm feeling here with this Queen of Wands. Because sometimes with her, she is an energy that in her reverse, she is someone that like feels bad about themselves or doubts. Everyone's prone to self-doubt from time to time. But this card asks us to just be confident in the decisions we make and be confident in ourselves. So Gemini, that's what I had for you this week, my friends. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the August subscriber surprise. For the August subscriber surprise, I'll be picking 3 winners for 3 different tarot decks. It will be a winner's choice this month. So if you want the Gilded Tarot, it's your choice. If you want the Witch's Tarot or anything under $40 US, 3 winners will be chosen. So if you'd like to get your name in for that, it's 2 simple things as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed, which I'm sure you already are. And second, let me know down in the comments what you think is the best use for tarot. Speaking to spirit, shadow work, inner work, confusion, you'll be entered to win. And at the end of the month in August, I'll announce the winners in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love. I'll see you soon.